Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. And today I want to chat a little bit about fashion styling for you as musicians and bands, for your photo shoots, videos, stage wear, all of that shebang. I did do another video on how to define your fashion style, so I'll link that if you want to check that out after this. I did show some male icons and this fashion style in the other video because I thought maybe the guys needed more help with this. But today I'm going to show some women icons, and obviously there are people that push those gender boundaries as well, which I think is really important. So that's cool too. The bottom line is you can wear what you want, just own it, right? Right, let's dive right in. We're recording, yes? Okay, so first of all, I think get everything out of your wardrobe. Every single thing. Every piece of clothing, accessory, shoe, bag, everything. Get it all out, put it on your bed. And then go through items one by one, pick them up, try them on. If they don't excite you and you're not like, yeah, then get rid. If you're not familiar with the KonMari method, this is kind of that. But basically, if something doesn't make you feel 100% like you and it doesn't fit perfectly, then there's no point having it. It won't make you feel good. And that energy will then convey when you're on stage or at a photo shoot. So make sure to donate things if they are still wearable. Don't just chuck anything if you can unless something's really broken. Donate where you can, or sell some items that are still good but just don't feel like you. Get some of that extra dollar. So once you've gone through every single item you own and literally get rid, don't worry if you're not left with that much, obviously within reason, I don't know your specific situation. You should be left with items that fit you well, that you wear and that you love and that feel like you. So once you've done that, look through the items that are left and just see, is there any consistent colours, consistent styles and fits, consistent textures, anything that's consistent throughout those items, and note that down. So looking at what you've got left, is there anything that you would like to add, any new colours, patterns, textures, styles that you think, oh yeah, I'd really like that, but I don't own anything of it? Note that down as well. And what you're doing here is just starting to build your consistent style. And then you can hop on over to Pinterest, which is my favorite tool, as you probably know by now. I've linked it below. My board is full of everything you could possibly find inspiration from, and I add to it on a daily basis. So I'm just going to keep adding different colors, textures, other music artists, band photo inspiration. You can go there for a whole bank of visual creative inspiration. So head on over to Pinterest and then just start making boards, accessories, stage wear. This is where I'm going to come on to in a minute, is separating your stage wear from your normal wear, if that is applicable to you. So you want boards for accessories, stage wear, day wear, shoes, bags, anything that is a dominant part of your style. Make a board for it. Maybe you have one just for colours, just for textures. It's ideal to have a colour palette that you actually wear clothes from, unless you have a massive wardrobe with a gazillion options. What I do is I have a capsule wardrobe, which is a small amount of items, but they all sort of have a similar matching colour palette going on, so you can mix and match and everything kind of goes with each other. It just makes life easier basically and saves you space. So yeah, hop on over to Pinterest and have a look at the people I'm about to mention as well and see what could work for you and add to your current wardrobe. Okay, so separating stage wear and day wear. If you have a more flamboyant or exaggerated sense of style on stage, then you may not want to do that every day. And I recently worked with a band that inspired this video, and if they're watching, they're going to probably be able to tell. So they wanted more extravagant outfits on stage, and they wanted to separate their everyday wear from their stage wear. So I worked with them to help them do that. So definitely separate any items in your wardrobe that you think would be day wear or stage wear, if that is applicable to you. And again, you can go to Pinterest and build the ideas for each of these. But basically, go through your current items that you love. That is where you're going to find the source of your style. And look at the fits. Do you have a lot of the similar styles? And like the silhouette as well that it creates. That's really important. You can find out a lot from all those items that you love. Same with colours, textures, all that shebang. So yeah, have a clear out. Sort out what you love in every category to do with clothes: silhouette, colours, textures, styles, accessories, handbags, shoes. Separate your stage wear from your day wear. and then get on Pinterest and build from that foundation. Build yourself a wardrobe that you love and that conveys who you are and your style. Right, I'm just gonna give you some examples now and you can see them all on my Pinterest. So obviously Billie Eilish, she always comes up, but amazing sense of style. I do think it's sad that she wears baggy clothes because she doesn't want her body to be judged, which I totally understand because it totally would be, and that is a topic for another video. But she has really defined her signature style and it's so recognizable. So obviously it's always baggy. She does a lot of cords, so coordinated two pieces. She has a lot of chains, always has extravagant nails, and there's a lot of neon. And you can see that come up when you look at images of her. So really defined sense of style, really unique. Good job. Then we've got Janelle Monáe, and I love her. I just can't stop listening to her lately, and I love her style. She definitely challenges gender norms, which I think is much needed. Harry Styles is also doing this as well, and I just think it's perfect for this current time. So she has a lot of androgynous styles, and she also plays with contrast. I think contrasts work really well in most design senses. And she has a lot of monochrome and then a lot of rainbow, and I think that's it's a unique thing, and if you can get a contrast that vibrant to work, then it works really well. She also has a sense of elegance, I think, and poise with her outfits, and I think all those factors together just create something beautifully unique, and it's so her. And this is what we try to do with branding, is make something so unique and so authentically you, but that it really fits into the time as well and just works from a universal perspective. So I think, yeah, that important point. Yeah. Gwen Stefani, now she is a queen, she has been around ages but still rocks her style. She has obviously a punk ska influence there, but she also mixes a lot of styles together, which again I love when you mix styles or contrasts or anything. She has some rockabilly, she has some sporty stuff for sure, and she also rocks the monochrome a lot as well. Rihanna. Now I didn't realise that a lot of these have contrast, but now I realise they do, and that's probably why I love them so much. So Rihanna pairs a lot of elegant feminine heels with oversized shirts, and that contrast of I'm slobbering around the house with I'm going to a club. Again, it works wonderfully. She has a lot of oversized stuff, a lot of fur, hopefully fake, yeah. And she comes across very high fashion a lot of the time, very high end, even in the provocative stuff. She has this sense of luxury. Right, Little Mix. I wanted to put these in here because I think it's important to touch on bands as well. Sorry, this has been solo artist dominated, but you still need to embrace your individual sense of style as a band. And I think what Little Mix do perfectly is they wear what they're comfortable with, what suits them, their personality, their own preference, and their shape. But it all comes together beautifully. So you can see the individual personalities, the individual senses of style, but they all blend together, and their voices are the same. So it's like a mirror image of the music again, which is what you want, ideally, but it all seems quite authentic to them. Obviously as authentic as you can be in a commercial pop industry. But yeah, so if you're a band, obviously work on initially your individual sense of style and then come together and work out how you can blend them nicely. Whether that's with a color palette or textures or another way, just make sure there's some vein that runs through and some cohesiveness throughout. And obviously to finish, I had to put in Gaga because what a queen. Obviously completely flamboyant, completely over the top, lives to push boundaries in terms of fashion. And that is part of her brand, that is what she's known for. Every event, she got to the point where people were just waiting to see how she was going to push the boundaries even more the next time. Obviously the meat dress, but yeah, just so many like really crazy outfits. Obviously that's the one extreme of the fashion style. You do not have to be that extreme. You can be very understated if you like, but she's an important one to look at because of how dominant the fashion styling is in her brand. But yeah, that is all for today. I hope that was vaguely helpful, and enjoy clearing out your clothes and separating your stage and day wear. See you next time, bye!